it's Froggy, and I'm back again with another episode of C14 Dating. So, we got scolded by, Professor Dupont, and we're crying in our tent, and now we're being visited. Mel, are you in there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry for leaving like that. I needed some time to myself.
Do you want to talk about it? Yes, I do.
I crawled over to the flap and unzipped it to give Deandre access before scooting back. Deandre gingerly entered the tent and sat down. He straightened his posture as best he could and glanced around the tent matter-of-factly.
It's sure cramped in here.
It's a one-person tent. What did you expect, you burly rugby star? He chuckled, but his expression reverted to a serious one once he saw my pitiful curled-up position.
What happened, Mel? Your folks all right and all that?
My family's fine. It's about the excavation itself. I expected him to throw another question at me, but he waited for my explanation. After a few breaths to calm myself down, I launched into it. I found burnt flint in the wet screen, and that's bad. What's worse, Augustine saw it, and I had to listen to him for 20 minutes telling me how disappointed he was. And that's not the first mistake I've made either. I forgot to draw on the grid map. The bones kept falling apart in the lab in the beginning. I thought I got better when Augustine quizzed me about my square, but... The tears returned and my voice cracked as I continued.
Aw, he looks so concerned for us. He's such a sweetie.
Now I'm second-guessing myself. I'm starting to feel I stumbled in the wrong direction career-wise. I can't seem to get anything right. I feel like I wasted my time, Sherry's time, and the expenses my parents covered to get me here. Realizing who I was talking to, I jerked my head up and hastily rubbed my eyes. I'm sorry. You had it worse than I did and retook the course, and here I am.
Hey, it's okay. Don't compare your problems to mine.
Deandre reached out and gently brushed a thumb under my eye.
This is something really affecting you right now. Don't belittle your feelings. Aw. Not only that, this is something that you want to do, right? This is extremely important to you.
My lip quivered, and I flung myself at Deandre, wrapping my arms around his neck. He returned the embrace, one hand cradling my head as I buried my face in his shoulder. I felt pathetic, but I wanted to cry, and Deandre had no qualms about it. He lightly combed through my hair and muttered the occasional there. Gradually, my body stopped trembling from the sobs and I relaxed against him. His poor shirt was drenched in my tears and nose gunk. I perched my chin on his shoulder. Sorry about that, Deandre. Thanks for letting me cry it all out.
Don't apologize for having emotions.
And I totally stained your shirt, wiping my nose on it and everything.
It's only a shirt. Nothing a washing machine can't fix.
I parted from him reluctantly. He rested his hand on my shoulders and gave me a reassuring grin.
Feel better?
Yeah.
Sweet as. Not sure how good my word is, but I know you've been working your arse off here. Don't let some mistakes stop you. Besides, this is your first real dig. If Kyler can still screw up, I think it's only to be expected that you blunder from time to time too.
Wait, Kyler messed up somewhere?
I was asking Deandre what some bone was, and he said he didn't know.
A typical Hendrik response.
Yeah. Good old know-it-all Hendrik. Anyway, Kyler jumped in saying it was some second knuckle bone or whatever, a extinct animal, and Sherry corrected him. I can tell he looks up to her, so seeing his reaction was priceless.
We shared a chuckle, and I wiped any remaining tears from my cheeks. Thanks for coming to check on me, Deandre.
No problem, Mel. You helped me out too.
He fondly tousled my hair and then briefly glanced down to see the damage done to his shirt.
Cute, Mel.
Hey, you're the one who said it was only a shirt. Pouting, I shoved him away and he simply laughed.
Glad you're back to your usual self.
Yeah, thanks. I'll rejoin everyone after a small break. After saying goodbye, Deandre crawled out of the tent, leaving me with my thoughts again. However, I didn't feel as depressed as I did before he visited. I was still a little sore over the whole tamisage incident, but it was too early for me to give up and declare archaeology the wrong path for me. I could do this.
Aw, that was really sweet. Alright, skipping up. Or maybe not, I don't know. Probably not, actually. We're probably gonna talk to him now.
Morning already. Thanks to Deandre, I felt better today. You can do it, Mel. Just treat it like a fresh start. If I quit after every hiccup, I wouldn't even be able to dance in competitions. This is no different.
Okay, now I'm skipping up. Alright, so everybody's getting ready for the festival now, and Shoji is drawing up his Neanderthal. So we're gonna go ahead and grab Deandre for this.
And I know who would be perfect for this. Shoji simply gave me a blank stare as I briskly walked out of the museum. Deandre! It wasn't hard to find him. He was casually tossing a frisbee with other students outside. He excused himself once he saw that I wanted to talk to him.
Hey, gonna join us for a few rounds?
Not today. Can I ask you for a favor?
Sure, what is it?
I need you on your back.
Context, Mel, please.
Oh, whoops. Come on, it'll be easier to show you and you can decide yay or nay. It's just for a few minutes.
What's with the paper?
I gestured to indicate Shoji's presence. Ta-da! Shoji's gonna draw a Neanderthal, but we need someone to trace around.
I do not resemble a Neanderthal.
It's only for outline purposes.
Aw, he's blushing. Cutie.
Shoji shyly piped up, then seemed nervous around Deandre. Deandre surveyed the layout on the floor and then playfully elbowed me.
So this is what you meant when you said you needed me on my back.
I rolled my eyes and gave him a gentle shove forward. What other reason would there be? Kneeling down, Deandre glanced at the pencil Shoji held.
I had no idea you draw. That's pretty cool. Are we talking comic book style or realistic stuff?
I'm still finding my own style. I'm probably better at realism. Don't forget your shoes.
Huh? Oh, right.
Deandre pulled them off and then crawled onto the paper. Before he could lie down, a tune emitted beside Shoji. Shoji glanced at the phone display, then stood up. Sorry, I need to take this. It's likely work-related. After an apologetic nod, he disappeared into the back room, answering in French. Deandre sighed and leaned back as he turned to me.
Now what? And what was that about work?
Oh, Shoji works at his mom's store. They specialize in old electronics, but he sometimes fixes newer computers too. I'm not sure how long the conversation will be. Maybe I can outline you. It's easy enough. He glanced down at his hand, which was off the paper.
I think I'm too tall for this. Wouldn't it be less work if Shoji had a smaller outline?
Agree and switch. Trace Deandre.
He's probably right about that, so let's swap places. Ooh, and then he can trace my outline.
Oh, true. He does have the weekend, but I'm not sure how much time artists generally need for this.
I take it you don't draw much?
I can draw a bush with a happy face, and that's the extent of my ability. Deandre stepped off the paper while I gingerly crawled over it and rolled onto my back. After he picked up the discarded pencil, Deandre inched closer to my side.
What is this for exactly?
Shoji is going to design a cutout that'll be displayed at the end of the driveway for the festival next week. They had an official one, but it got ruined.
Then maybe you shouldn't lie down there like a dead body. Here, raise your hand so it looks like you're waving.
Like this?
Much more natural. I'll get started now. Whoops.
The pencil slid out of his grip and he fumbled before holding it correctly. I gave a mock snort. What's wrong? Don't know how to hold anything smaller than a rugby ball.
Oh, hush. I've probably doodled in margins more often than you. Therefore, I'm the experienced one here.
His hand grazed my hip briefly as he started tracing upward in one smooth motion. There was a ticklish sensation from the pencil grazed against my bare arm, and I pressed my lips to stifle a giggle. However, it didn't go unnoticed.
Are you ticklish?
I froze, noting the mischievous tone in his voice.
Yes. Deny, deny, deny. We are going to deny it wholeheartedly.
No.
Really now? Could have sworn you laughed.
Before I could react, a hand darted to my armpit and tickled me. I burst out laughing and tried to roll away, but he'd already launched an attack on my stomach. Deandre, no! You're awful! I'm gonna tear the paper! If I kick you, it's your own fault!
I'll take my chances. It's not like you kicked me before.
I curled up in an attempt to protect myself, using my knees as a shield. As he tried to playfully wiggle his fingers past my defenses, he unexpectedly stopped and inched away.
Aw, look at his cute blushing face. He's so freaking cute.
Why did... Oh...
This isn't what it looks like.
What he said.
I learned to stop questioning the antics going on between you two a long time ago.
He disappeared behind the lab door, and Deandre rubbed his head.
Maybe we should finish up.
Agreed. I rolled over, clutching my stomach to ease my breathing. It still hurt to exhale.
You okay?
Yeah, just don't make me laugh again. I laid back down, and Deandre finished the tracing without incident. We were fortunate the paper didn't rip. I crawled off to assess the work. There were a few points where the pencil marks were jagged, but overall it was acceptable. Not bad. I glanced over to the room where Shoji had gone, wondering what was taking him. I guess that phone call was super important.
I'm sure he'll return soon, but I want to get back to my frisbee game.
No problem. Thanks for volunteering, Deandre. Once he had left, I stood up and gazed at the paper some more, wondering if I should roll it up or leave it here. Moments later, Shoji emerged from the back room, appearing more timid than usual. Oh, you're back. Sorry, Deandre's gone, but we went ahead and did the tracing. I hope you don't mind.
No, if anything, that was extremely helpful. Sorry I was pulled away for a few minutes.
Was it a long phone call?
Not really. I did return, but you two were, preoccupied and I didn't want to interrupt. Anyway, thank you. The outline will come in handy.
No problem. I look forward to the finished product.
Oh, he saw us. That's a little embarrassing.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.